GM, everyone. Hi,
GM.
GM. um, so hi everyone, welcome. Today I have an amazing guest, and that is the wonderful Solène. We know each other for a very long time and have been working together also in the past. So it's a very special guest and very excited for today's workshop. As you might know, and as you might have seen, today is the start of the OnlyDust hack number 13, and Celo is taking part this time.
Let's go.
Um, just just a little reminder, Celo just became an L2 and we joined the Ethereum ecosystem. We've always been in the Ethereum ecosystem as an L1, but now we are fully merged into it by being an L2. We are celebrating this with like ETHack. The whole year we will have different initiatives. Part of that is, and we're kicking off with the builder stage. And today on the builder stage is OnlyDust. We have Solène represent OnlyDust ambassador, sharing a bit more about how OnlyDust works, how the OnlyDust hack works, and then I will also share a little bit about like the issues that you can solve in the scope of that, and also how you can get rewarded for your work. Um, but yeah, just wanted to share we are focusing for this on mini apps on Celo, and you can sign up here. Make sure you first have to sign up to OnlyDust, and then you can find the Celo track, and then you can sign up for the different issues, and I will assign them, and then we will talk about how you can best solve them. They're very cool issues, but we will get to that in a second. For now, I will give the stage to Solène. Solène, welcome. So great to having you, and I will give you the stage. Maybe you can like this will for everybody who is watching. This will be like a casual chat, and then we will share our screen to like give some more details on things. We will share some good resources. Solène also published yesterday a guide on how to
Today. Today.
today,
This
today,
morning.
today for this work. No, she's also having another. She's also hosting another workshop. But just for us, Solène created a guide for open source contributions on OnlyDust. So yeah, very honored to have you here. Please, maybe you can start off by just introducing yourself, sharing a bit about your journey in Web3 and how you became ambassador for OnlyDust. Yeah.
Sure. Thanks for the stage. Thanks for hosting that. So yeah, basically on my side, I started in Web3 5 years ago now. Since uh, yeah, 5 years and soon 6 years, I guess. And I started with a blockchain club called Cryptosphere in France. So this is my accent, my French accent. Oops. And so basically after 2 years, yes, during my third years in Web3, I started going to hackathons. So with my business and engineering background. And it was a nice experience. I was a bit afraid at the beginning because when it's your first hackathon, you don't know how to deal with that first. And so it's a process, clearly. And during this time, in fact, I decided to start with some bootcamp about Solidity to start having this developer background as well, and then continue to go to hackathon. So I have like a bit of polyvalence with my profile, so it's very nice. And at this moment, oof, at this at this moment, I discovered Erdao by going abroad for the first time 3 years ago as well. It was in the United States, and I met Lena, by the way. And so after that, I had the chance to run Erdao in France, so lead this one and doing some cool things for bringing some women into hackathon, into conference that are relevant for them. And the year after again, so last year basically, I became one of the global lead of our DAO. It was a nice thing to do, really, and get like a huge impact into different initiatives for bringing more women in this space. So I'm really involved for that, and especially more recently, more on the developer side. So not only builder, like non-technical and technical, um, but like actually I'm more focused on the developer side for women and also for students by running DevTupac, so since January right now, and it's a huge success. So yeah, we are a pretty cool active community, and I'm pretty excited that some of them are participating into initiative like OnlyDust, because OnlyDust is a great thing to get started in this space too. And so yeah, we're gonna talk about it just after. And I became ambassador for OnlyDust because I was in the Starknet ecosystem before, and Starknet, everything on Starknet is open source, and so basically that's why I had this opportunity to discover OnlyDust by this way.
I love that. Yeah, because I mean, I think also recently Vitalik posted like open source above bigger or more important than public good. Both is very important, but I think open source is the backbone or the origin of building in the Web3 space. So it's just like very crucial to have to like also understand what does it mean, like what value does it bring to build open source. I think a lot of people think they can only build closed source to be successful or like to sell their product, but most products are actually like very like popular being built open source, and then you build a business model on top where you like rather sell like a service or like features that people can use other than paid. So yeah, definitely huge fan of open source. Very excited for this collaboration with OnlyDust. I same as you, like knew OnlyDust for some time. Very excited. Thank you for sharing all your background. Thank you for your work. Education and onboarding is so crucial, so valuable. So yeah.
It's not only about onboarding, it's also for following up.
Yeah.
And so OnlyDust is great for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, maybe the next question is like what do you think is so valuable about OnlyDust? What do they do great? Why did you fall in love with OnlyDust? Because I know you did. Like you did everything around OnlyDust until they were like, we love you. And then
Yeah, sure. So basically, I think OnlyDust is, if you are discovering this tool, so first of all, probably explain more about OnlyDust, what this. So the goal is to for you to save some time instead of going to GitHub, find the repo, etc., just to contribute to it. You can just go to OnlyDust, and then they gonna just matching open source contributors to open source projects. So it's very powerful just to save time, but also if you want to boost your developer reputation, it's a great thing to go there, because you can find projects according to your profile. If, for example, you are a Web2 developer, so it's inside OnlyDust is only Web3 projects, but you can have some issues, open issues, that are available for Web2 developer as well. And Web2 or Web3 developer, whatever your level, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, it's a great thing because everyone is not at the same stage. So if you are a Web2 developer, you can go to a Web3 repo, take some issues, like for example, if you are more on Python, C++, or I don't know, that depends on your profile. You can just select by a filter your ecosystem, your programming language. Also, if it's your first time into the platform, you can just select newbie welcome, like a specific tag to having your first good first issues. Sorry, um, and I think it's something important to have this system of good first issue, because with on my side, I saw a lot of Web2 developers who are never touched to anything about Web3 first, and so they don't have a GitHub really. They don't work with open source first, and so this thing is a great way to start. And also, if I can share something that is relevant for builder, is when you are on OnlyDust, you have the possibility to create your own repo and then get some open source contributors in order to grow this one, grow your projects. And it's powerful because in this space, the thing is, when you want to hire someone, it costs a lot. It costs a lot. So having open source contributor is a great way to help you, while also rewarding your contributor. And yeah, I wanted to share this thing.
No, I think that's a great point. I think it's you could even see it as like it's a better way of hiring and finding talent, right? Like, because sometimes like just doing like an interview might not be enough, but like having somebody who's like a very active open source contributors. I know a lot of people who got hired or like first part-time and then full-time through being an active contributor to a team.
Yeah. Oh no, I know as well a lot of success story into OnlyDust, that like people get hired thanks to their contribution, and also a few people met each other, and then created a startup by this way.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. Great dating platform for developers and founders, and dating in the sense of finding members for your team. Yeah, no, thank you so much for like sharing more about the value. I know you first and onboarded so many people to OnlyDust, so I think yeah, you can only probably share like 1 million success stories. The summary is work on OnlyDust. It has a matching algorithm. It's much easier if you know anybody who is interested in joining Web3. It's probably the best place to get started, because just having like looking on GitHub, it can be really overwhelming, and OnlyDust really provides a great framework for you to like understand where to get started, where to connect to people. So great place to like direct people to. And then yeah, great opportunity to learn, great opportunity to network. And then I think one of the things that I have observed, obviously you want to make a good impression and you want to like be successful. So for that, there's still some things, especially if you're new to open source contributions, that are important to consider when you start contributing. Many protocols or projects have like contribution guidelines, and it's very, I think, important to consider that there's like a certain standard expected. Sometimes they don't communicate it. Sometimes you have to ask to get like a better, like your issue clear defined. Let me know if like our issue needs some work. Like, and instead, I think one important thing is also like you don't want to start building and build something that nobody will use or is not happy with. So like when you start building and you realize you have questions, make sure to always ask them and communicate quickly. We have like a Telegram group where we can always answer our questions, and or like on this GitHub issue itself. But make sure you ask questions. But like now, I will probably give the floor to Solène, because she has the whole guide and like all the information, and she will be able to like get more into detail on what you need to know.
Yeah. Do you want me to share my screen about the guide, or I could?
Yeah, if you can. Otherwise, I have it open. I could also share, but I think maybe it's better if you share, because then
Okay, let's go. Uh,
Also, like just show OnlyDust and like walk through it. No, I think.
yeah, sure.
Should I send you like the link? I think in our private chat there's also the link to the page. Just a disclaimer: we know that frames are called mini apps now on Farcaster. We chose to like still have that edit because the most out of like not everybody is up to date, so and like frames are still very attractive. We will add that to like the description that it's now mini apps. We are aware. But yeah.
So I can share the direct demo maybe,
Yeah.
because I think it's a recap of the open source contributor playbooks that I have done. So let's go directly on the demonstration. So you go to the dApp. Just I will log out, and you just have to sign in with your GitHub. It's pretty simple, just one click. Up, you are on the app, and the thing is, you have two ways to explore open source projects. So if you don't know which kind of project you will contribute to, you want to contribute to, but you have some idea about your programming language, etc., you can go basically into this chatbot and ask which thing you want, etc., in order to be matched with the right one. Or you can directly sorry.
Can you zoom in like a little bit
Yeah,
into your screen? Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I was talking about Odyssey, so like the chatbot to be matched with a specific open source project, or you can go to browse, select your language, which kind of things you prefer. For example, let's select Solidity. You can select the ecosystem categories tag like newbies welcome, like I was talking about. And so you can see different projects like Kakarot. Kakarot has been created through OnlyDust, by the way. So it's pretty funny to see that. And you can see different issues that are available for contribution, etc. Probably I will take the repo, this one. It's gonna be better. So with Celo, so about mini apps or frames, you can still contribute. You can recent activity.
Wait, no, it doesn't show the issue.
Yeah, not for the moment. In 2 hours, I guess, something like this.
No, there's like, yeah, I think it's because we changed the URL.
Okay. Yeah.
You could already see the issues. So maybe you should share another one. I was able to like see the whole board, but I think we tried to change it to mini apps, and that led to like the issues. So we're just gonna stay with frames for now. Apologies to the Farcaster team.
Just I will go through a specific issue, for example, this one, and you can see how to contribute to it. So that depends. Normally, they have to put some information related to how to take care of this issue, and then when you want to contribute to it, you just have to click here. I want to work on this issue, and the interesting thing is you have two ways to contribute. So basically, if you want to be rewarded for what you will do, you can apply. And the thing is, a lot of people will prefer that because they will be rewarded, but only if the PR that you will create will be great, will be valuable. So it's a bet. Or the other way, the best way, I think, to be more successful into OnlyDust is to take initiative. So what does it mean is you will not be rewarded, but at least you can work with a specific repo. You can deep dive this one on the time that you need and work independently on it. And you will probably more learning by this way, by not rushing, but at least by yes, by just taking your time. um, and and yeah, I think it's the best way for you if you want to take initiative, test your skill, and also a quick tips I can say is about working with every time the same repos. Why is just because each repo are different, and so if you are familiar with one, you're gonna learn better by this way, by being familiar with one, being close to each maintainer, like, because you have access to, okay, not this one, but if I take another one, for example, here you have access to Telegram group every time. So it's a great way to get in touch with maintainer first, but also to be visible from them, and yeah, just wanted to highlight that. So every time you have different option to contribute to project itself. Yeah. Right now, probably if I can share something else, is about the public profile. So what does it mean? Is like the thing where you're gonna contribute to. In fact, you are ranked. I think it's 8,000 developers actually on the platform. And so basically, depending on your language, like you can see Solidity, etc. The thing is, you can share that with recruiters or anything like this, because it's a proof of work. When you are in Web3, you really have to have your proof of work to make it, because recruiters not looking for really. I don't know. They just really rely on your GitHub when you are a developer. So you have to take care of that, and OnlyDust is here for that, for helping you to have a great GitHub. So yeah, just wanted to showcase that, and you have also the reward section. So basically, when you are doing great stuff, you are rewarded by projects sometimes, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward to use the platform. So I really like it. It's just like I think it's just about knowing this platform, and it's gonna be your best friend if you want to really enter in this space.
I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think the platform is amazing. And thank you for giving an introduction. Yeah,
Oh,
I would.
something I can add is like when you taking initiative to take like a specific issues, etc. In a repo, the thing also is you can you will learn by going through OnlyDust, but you will have also to follow different things to learn, like a Basecamp, anything like this, because it's also important for you to not stay into the same level of knowledge. You have to like upskill in order to take more relevant issue for you, and build your profile.
Thank you so much for this introduction to OnlyDust. I think, yeah, I agree with you. For everybody, it makes sense to build out. If you're looking for a job, this is the best place to go to like build your portfolio, learn like how to contribute to different projects. I have a friend who always says the best learning happens when you look at other people's code. And yeah, also just like to network, to connect, but to also like learn and build your portfolio. I would love to like quickly go into the issues that we have for Celo. Just a quick, maybe to understand the issues, I want to like share more about what we're doing right now on Celo. So we have this like project, like we want to build out Celo as like a ecosystem that is very builder friendly. We started an initiative that's called Proof of Ship. It's like a monthly contest for builders, where we would try to funnel in all the hackathon projects and all our top builders to like continue building, getting rewards. Also the points that it's like you get rewards, but the rewards that you're getting in CUSD are also counted as points for your citizen passport to later receive retroactive funding. There's like a lot of different ways to like on Celo through this score and through participating in these like contests to receive rewards, and especially like, so these frames are kind of these mini apps that we want you to build. A lot of them are related to proof of ship, to for us to like help our ecosystem builders to have access to their data, to understand where they stand in as like to get like a builder score, understand where they stand right now compared to other builders, how many rewards they can expect, and kind of like what you already know from Farcaster. Definitely, like if you build any of these issues that are focused on Farcaster, I would recommend to really go through the guide of for mini apps. That is this resources that I want to share with you, just to like learn more about how do mini apps on Farcaster work. Mini apps is the same as frames, but frames are now called mini app for everybody who just joined. We just still call them frames, but we will update it to mini apps slash frames. And like the reason why I love Farcaster so much is I think it's amazing for builders, but also for everyone. I think the approach that they do is, compared to like Twitter, is less attention based and more connection based. Like, you have a connection with, how do you like lead conversation, and valuable conversations are always rated higher. And I also love these like incentive structures, and I saw some apps being really successful finding their first users, being able to iterate very quickly. So I think it's a great platform also for anybody who's building mini apps to improve like get quick feedback, improve very fast, and also reward people for testing out your application, right? And in this very simple and transparent way. So I think it's an amazing platform for anybody who starts building. Um, and we, as I mentioned, we are looking for some support in building mini apps. The cool thing is you will know that what you're building will actually be used. So I think that is very cool. It's like you're not building something that nobody is using, but what all of these issues here, they are actually like tooling that will be actually used in one way or another. So the first thing will be is just like for our builders and like a builder score is like, this is just like show your consistency of building on Celo on GitHub. And I don't know if you know these like little bars, like on GitHub you can also see like your consistency of submitting, but the goal of this mini app is more like kind of like Duolingo, right, where you get rewarded for like weekly streaks. And if you do like a yearly streak, like if you commit like maybe make it easier, nobody commits every day, right? If you would commit every day, I would like send you to like touch some grass, but maybe like set your goals, like how you can do it on Strava, and then like it's a bit open. I would like for this hack, I would suggest to keep it very simple, of like just showcasing in a frame how many days you like your streak. But the cool thing is like we can also add rewards, and we can do it kind of like the rewards app on Farcaster, where like the top builders get always like every week or like every month, the top builders get rewarded for like building on Celo, and like you can track how if somebody is building on Celo by kind of like checking their GitHub repository that they committed to, if that contains kind of like a Celo keyword. The next one is similar but a bit different. It's kind of like using the talent protocol score, and it's more general. It's like, I think the goal here is also to see like what different approaches do people have. At one point, maybe we can also like bring ask the people to build together and bring those apps together. What you can see here in this ticket is also that we want you to like register with self protocol. It's kind of like an identity protocol, and kind of like connect your talent protocol score, your scout game score, and then claim weekly rewards, right? So not to make the tickets too big, we added like different features, but in the end, somebody could also bring all of them together. Now another there's like I said, there's like I will get that. So we have here, for example, a frame that should be more a template of like adding proof of humanity using like self, like proof of identity. And the cool thing here is like this is like a creative frame for basic KYC. We have we just launched our identity protocol self protocol on Celo. And one of the issues, and I think all the builders on Celo know about that, is that our payout process is quite long because we need to do KYC for even if we pay out a small amount. What the goal for this would be to just like do the KYC, proving you're like not on the OFAC list, like on like you're not from a country that is restricted for us paying you out, and then you could add that with like a payment frame. So like you could add that like as a mini frame. How I'm confused with vocabulary. You can add that to your profile so we can pay you out through Farcaster, because now there's the KYC using self protocol, right? Then
the main contributor, one of the main contributor of self protocol, is coming from OnlyDust.
Amazing. What's his name?
Timothée.
Yeah. Nice. Cool. Yeah. I just that see, OnlyDust is amazing. Then we have like this really cool app. There's already an app that kind of like exists with Happy Birthday example, but like here the idea is to change it a bit, to create like you prove that it's your birthday, and then people can either tip you for your birthday, or you can ask people to like donate to like a cause that you care about. And so, but keep it simple. If you don't want to add the donation part, it's also totally fine. And then what other we have? I feel like all the issues are very cool and very fun. Then focused on proof of ship. We have kind of here we use KarmaGap for like all our projects. So every project just has to register on KarmaGap. It's a great platform to track impact, like how like your GitHub submissions, GitHub commits, and also transaction volume on mainnet. So here the issue is just like to showcase your project.
I have a question. So this issue will be available until when?
So for the OnlyDust hack is running for 2 weeks, I understand, till from today till 4th of May or something.
Yeah.
But obviously, and I will get to the reward and like how long you can build. Obviously, it's amazing if you finish during that time. I'm not sure is there like any extra rewards. But we will I will be the person that you can always reach out. We have a Telegram group where we can communicate about the different issues.
Okay.
One like my favorite one, but I think somebody already claimed it, is like to create this like swipe for project, like swipe the project, so you can get like all the for normal. Right now we have like a community voting that is like on a platform, but it would be cool if you would kind of like use that information and then you swipe I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this, and while you swipe you donate like 1 cent to like the ones you like, and then you take away 1 cent from the ones. No, I'm joking. Just and then like it's a kind of like Tinder for like the projects that are in proof of ship. And then like this is like just an overview about the frames. I think they're very cool. Be fast. A lot of people are already interested. And then I wanted to share finally how can you get rewarded. You cannot see that 100%. I'm sorry. Okay. So how can you get rewarded? You would not be rewarded directly through OnlyDust because we have a lot of running builder programs that we are rewarding our builders through those projects. So one of them is this is proof of ship. For the next, let me just share this link. For the next month, like season 4, starting on the 1st of May, we will have, so like I would suggest for you to apply in that season because season 3 is almost over. Like submission is in 4 days, so it makes sense for you to apply for the second one, the season 4. And in total, it's like a 15K prize pool. This is some alpha. It has not been promoted yet. So we have our general prize pool for all the projects participating based on the quality of their submission. Then we have a 5K bounty pool for building on self, where like a lot of the issues that you build with self here, you can apply for this prize pool. And then there's a 5K pool for projects that are implementing that actually can show on-chain transaction. And this would obviously apply for all the frames that you're building because they would be live on Farcaster and people would be interacting with them, right? So I will also add a description to each of the tickets, just like how the application workflow would work for that and like the reward flow. And then also while building for this, and like if you apply for like proof of ship season 4, you're building out your builder profile and you're collecting points for the public goods rewards. So again, like there's this 15K pool that you can get rewards out of, and then there's an additional retroactive reward that you can expect in like a few months.
I saw an additional reward to add is about the developer reward, weekly developer rewards on Farcaster. So the first 25 mini apps by week are rewarded by Farcaster every time.
See, and then also that. So there's a lot of rewards out there for you. So make sure you get started building. We're also almost at time, but we also started late, so we are actually like very good. I think my last advice is just make sure that you ask questions, communicate with me. If anything is missing, don't build without like make sure you understand what the goal is and try to like some of the issues might not be defined very clearly, so like just like make your own very clear design of what you think you will be able to build in the next 2 weeks, and then we can adapt also the description to that and make sure that you're building something that is valuable to the Celo community and that will be really successful and used a lot. And yeah, you can sign up here in this link or make sure to sign up to OnlyDust and yeah.
On my side, I think the Tubac community will participate actively into this round with you.
I love it. Thank you so much. And then, yeah, just to make sure, please check out, how can you keep up with what Solène is doing? Follow her on Twitter. She is actually managing a very, very cool initiative, like an educational platform. So even if you know people, like any kind of students, any women that you think should be onboarded into Web3 and you're looking for the perfect starting point, I think dApp by Solène, founded by Solène, is an amazing starting point. She has amazing partners to collaborate with. So the program is really built for making sure you have a quick and easy and successful entry into Web3. So make sure to follow Solène, make sure to check out dApp and recommend that to your friends, and make sure to sign up and contribute to our frames on Celo, our mini apps on Celo.
Thanks for the dApp and thanks for the invitation to talk about everything today related to OnlyDust, dApp, and so on. So yeah, great success for you too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you everybody for
Thank
joining
you.
today. Happy building. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Tschüss.
Tschüss.